Hey guys, Paolo here. Midlife skate crisis, week 2. Still in the midlife crisis, still enjoying it. Hope you guys enjoyed that last build video. Before we get started today, I just wanted to show you my commute. So it looks something like this. My commute to the skate park. Close my door from the bedroom, grab my skateboard, get on the ramp. How sweet is that? I'm so fired up. The ramp has gotten a lot of stuff done on it since the last time we talked. Me and some friends and Jessica, my wife, have finished up the finish work here, so the edge is nice and clean, painted. The deck is painted. We put benches both sides, and we put in the extension as well. So now we've got 3-foot drop-in with this extension, which gives you another 1.5 feet, so 4.5 feet on one side there. I've dropped in once, but I really don't know what to do at the other end, so I'll figure that out later. And next up on the mini ramp is we're going to turn this into some nice storage where we can put all of our skateboards. So that's what's happened on the ramp. This week is all about the new moves. Sorry, not the new moves, the moves that I already know. I think it ended up being 8 moves, and maybe I'm a little bit generous with some of the things that I call a skate move, but we'll see. And hey, I wanted to thank everybody that subscribed. I think I got 19 subscribers. I was worried I wasn't even going to get 5. And specifically, I got to shout out Prodigal Sons for subscribing. This is one of the guys that inspired me to do this. I've been watching his channel for about a year, and I'm stoked. So Prodigal Sons, thanks for subscribing. I'm going to put a link to his channel if you want to see somebody who's a little bit more legit at their skating than I am. But anyways, enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, well, week 2. The goal here is to show you what I know, and then we can start working our way from there. So this is not what I know, although it's pretty close to representative. This is my warm-ups, and I kind of have to force myself to do this. If I don't and I just start dropping in, I just know I'm going to hurt myself. So I cut it out here, but about 10 minutes or so of just rocking back and forth and trying to get my heart rate up. And that takes us to our first move, the backside kick turn. I know that a lot of people question whether this is actually a move, but I'll tell you what, I don't know, as a beginner, it's not that easy to do, and I feel like I'm going to spend the rest of my skating career trying to perfect it. So here's a few different angles of it. And here's the backside slash. You got to listen carefully, but I do believe that's both my wheels hitting the coping, and I think that's the definition of a backside slash. The frontside kick turn for me, now this just kills me. I have so many problems just getting around, whereas my son, you see him sitting up there, he's just a natural frontside turn. In fact, the backside is harder for him, which I completely don't get because that blind turn just terrifies me every time. I know I got to get to a frontside slash at some point, but it feels like years away. Here's number 4, the drop-in. Man, I wish I got some video of me learning this. I learned it at a skate park. First I tried to learn it in a 4-foot drop-in. Then I found a little 2.5-foot drop-in. That's where I ended up learning it. But a lot of tailbone pain getting to it. I cut out kind of the weight before every drop-in, but it's still kind of a mental game for me, and every drop-in I'm fearing for my life. So the rock to fakie, this is kind of the first trick that I would say I learned on this ramp. I had done it once 6 months ago, but then I got in my own head about it because I fell really hard when I hung up once. And this ramp, turns out, is a great tool for learning the rock to fakie. In fact, I think it's going to be a good tool for all of the moves, and the reason I say that is the coping is actually kind of messed up on my ramp, and in one section there's almost no reveal to the coping, so essentially you can roll right over it, which turns out is a great way to try a new trick without as much fear of hanging up. And then you can kind of work your way to the left, as you see I'm doing. That's the rollover spot. And then on the far side there, the coping is actually extra deep. And so once you get the move, you can really work on making sure you clear the coping properly. So here's trick number 6. It's the tail stall. It came pretty quick after the rock to fakie. It was just kind of natural to do it on the other side with that extra speed, but it's still very awkward for me. It's all about timing. I mean, I have to pay attention to that coping and make sure I lift up at just the right time. Hopefully it'll get comfortable at some point, but right now it's still a very uncomfortable move. If you can't tell, I'm kind of stealing a style of video footage that Ben Yeager-Thomas uses, which is kind of the cut, which I enjoy. I really like the way he does it, so I wanted to experiment with it. I still don't really know what my video style is going to be, but I'm just playing around with a few different styles. So you can see me falling back on some of these tail stalls, and that's always when I don't commit to kind of pushing back forward and dropping back in. So a lot of washouts there. So this is the fakie rock, which at first I thought it was the disaster, and I was like, yeah, I can do a disaster. And one of my friends corrected me and said, I don't think you're doing a disaster. Turns out it's the fakie rock. And you can see I'm doing it right over that part of the coping where you can essentially just roll over it. There, I tried to do it on the deeper part of the coping, and it didn't work out so well. Not the last time that's going to happen. And that's the fall I'm terrified of, just spraining a groin or something. And here's the axle in, trick number 8, the last of the tricks. It's getting there, takes me forever to set up, but the far side is frustrating because I get there and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't make my turn. Then my buddy Pierce said, well, yeah, you're dropping in with a lot more speed because your wheels are starting higher, so it's just going to be different.
Okay, I'm going to try to do a sequence and get all my moves all at the same time. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, so here's the final sequence. Turns out it's super awkward and difficult to string tricks together. Those pros make it look so easy. So you'll see me rock back and forth every once in a while. That's me just figuring out in my head what's happening next. So eventually I'll get that. I'm working on that. And this is essentially the end. So thanks for watching. It really fires me up to see the views. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Maybe even share it with a friend. Let's see if we can hit 30 subscribers by next week. And of course, hit that like button. And if you really are into it, press the notification bell, and then you'll get notifications whenever I put out a new video. I'm trying to do every Sunday. And most of all, those comments, anytime somebody leaves a comment, it's just like, whoa, people are actually watching this, and I get super excited. So tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what you like about the video, tell me what's totally weird and awkward, and I'll keep on working on it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.
Axle in, backside kick turn, frontside kick turn, rock to fakie, tail stall, fakie rock. 6, baby. 6 moves I know on the mini ramp. Next time, rock and roll. That's what we're gonna try to hit up. Thanks for watching.